a completely different look at affinage on a giant scale, I headed up to Vermont to visit the famous cellars at Jasper Hill. About 7 hours from New York, Cellars at Jasper Hill is nestled in beautiful green countryside, surrounded by lakes, rivers and forests. And it's where I met Vince Rationale for a look at their brand new multi-million-dollar cheese maturation facility, which is the first of its kind in the US. So we're here in one of the 7 caves that you have here at Jasper Hill.
That's right. We're underground right now.
That's right. Talk to me a little bit about the cave that we're in now.
So right now we're in what we call Vault 4. Vault 4 is dedicated all to Cabot cloth-bound cheddar, and it's a pasteurized, single-herd, English-style cloth-bound cheddar with a natural rind growing on the outside. The first step is that they come in the door, and we have a pretty amazing team of affineurs. These are guys who work in the cheddar vaults every day, and they see cheese from start to finish. When it comes in the door, it has a layer of cloth on the top and the bottom and around the side that Cabot puts on. And we add a second layer, another layer on the top and the bottom. You can kind of see the distinction there where the cloth ends. And we use lard, just oak leaf lard, and that gets applied on with a paintbrush, and that both allows the cloth to stick and also provides a medium for mold growth. So what happens then is they essentially get put up on the shelf and they are left to essentially grow mold. The lard provides a medium for mold growth, and the mold growth actually starts to attract cheese mites. Cheese mites are everywhere and no one really understands them. They're on your eyelids and in the air and everywhere. They're on the boards. And the cheese mites get attracted to the mold. And the mold provides food for them. The cheese mites are kind of eating through the mold, and our job then becomes to control the cheese mites. We like them insofar as they eat the mold and control mold growth. We do not like them insofar as they can get past the mold into the cloth and then into the cheese. So we just essentially look after cheese mites, and throughout the process we are flipping them about once a week. And then brushing them, vacuuming them, making sure that cheese mites aren't getting too deeply ingrained in there.
I couldn't believe how many cheeses were in these caves. Keeping track of them all is a full-time job. Vince gave me the guided tour and we finally reached the wheels, ready to be shipped.
An aisle full of cheese that's pretty much ready for sale. Everything that's about 12 months old. We're selling from about a 12-month age profile right now. Every batch has a test wheel, so each of those batches is able to be evaluated throughout the whole process. So we take a trier, go in, and then pull out a sample of the cheese to see how it looks, how it smells, and then how the flavor is. So let's take a taste and see what you think.
Thank you.
Sure. So one thing I like to do is kind of start to feel the elasticity in it. It should bend and crumble just a bit, but not so much that it's kind of falling out of your hand. You should be able to make a kind of ball out of it. And that does help to warm it up a bit as well, just that little bit of friction. It's like sweet and savory and bright and tangy.
It is, isn't it? It's almost got like a little bit of that cultured butter brightness.
Sure.
Really
That's the
rich
cheddar
though, isn't
coming
it?
through, and I think that's what helps people identify it as a cheddar.
The cellars at Jasper Hill occupy 22,000 square feet of space and manage tens of thousands of wheels of cheese. This is New World affinage on a massive scale. More Channel Cheese after the break.